Alright, so this is more of a general tip for big cubes, for the centers of big cubes I mean. So what I'm going to say is be flexible with how you solve the centers. So make sure to adapt to certain situations and solve the centers in the most efficient way possible. So what I mean by that is there's many different ways to solve the centers. You can solve them in 1x4 lines, or you can solve maybe an inner block, then build the outer blocks from that. But just take advantage of whatever is made for you. So I mean, in this case, we'll solve the yellow center, and we have a 2-move 1x4 block. So what we would probably do from there is build the rest of the 1x4 blocks. So pair these two up, that one, and there, and the last one. And then maybe for the white we might go for something different. So let's try and build, we'll build the inner two 1x4 blocks, but we'll do them in a certain way, so like this. So what I'm going to do is pair these two up to give ourselves a 2x2 block here, and then these two to build that, and then just push this out of the way, and we've got our two 1x4 blocks, and then we can just finish them off like this. Alright, so this is another case where we have our two inner centers. They're both in line, so what we just do is do two moves and pair them up. And then what we can do is build maybe a 1x4 block there, because that was pretty easy. And then another edge there. And we've got this T case here, so what we can do for that is build another little edge section, and then insert it, and then just do the last 1x4 as a line, like that. Alright, so this case is a slightly less common case, where we have sort of 2x2 block in the corner of our center, and you can easily take advantage of this. We're using these pieces up here, add those two pieces to it, and then add those two, and we've got our two 1x4 blocks. That was a slightly easier case, but like I said, yeah, you can just be very, very flexible, and then from there you would build the rest with 1x4 bars. So the main thing that I'm trying to emphasize is just to be able to solve centers, whether it be on a 6x6, 5x5, or 7x7, or even a 4x4, but just be able to solve them in a variety of ways. So if you can only solve it with doing 1x4 blocks, then maybe try and practice it doing the inner centers, and then expanding on that, and then maybe doing a 1x4 block. So I hope you enjoyed. So the main thing that I'm trying to emphasize, is just to see what